Hi, this is Paul Diano, and you're watching and listening to The Metal Voice.
Welcome to another edition of The Metal Voice. Today on the show, Alan, who do we have?
The Beast himself.
Paul Diano!
Mr. Paul Diano! How are you, Paul?
Hello, mate. I'm alright. How are you doing?
All right.
Alan, I'm going to tell you this, and Paul will tell you this. The only Iron Maiden I knew growing up was Paul Diano. I'm 46 years old, Paul. I bought Killers when it first came out. I bought the first Maiden album from Iron Maiden.
So nice.
Thank you.
Kiss us.
Yeah, kiss us. That's it. It's a thrill and an honor to be speaking to you today, Paul. We're big fans, and I was lucky enough to see your show here in Montreal back in April 9th, 2006. And it was a great show. You came out there, and we're all waiting to see Paul Diano, and the voice is the same as it was back in the 80s. I mean, it was incredible.
You know what? It's actually getting better. I don't know what's going on here, so I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
I smoke, I drink Jack Daniels, and I'm like, bloody hell, what the hell's going on? We're recording at the moment, and I'm hitting some amazing notes. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Something's gone weird.
So, Paul, here's the agenda. Here's the agenda. You got a new DVD coming out. You got a farewell tour coming out. We got some questions to ask you.
No, it's not farewell tour. I'm going to retire because I've got a bad knee, yeah?
Right.
And it's really pissing me off. All it is I've got to have a knee replacement because it's all damaged. I had a couple of motorcycle accidents. And
sure.
I thought about quitting. Not because I wanted to, but I thought, this could get worse. I'm doing more damage to it. I thought, what the fuck anyway? This doesn't make any difference. It's about the voice. It's not about, how I look. I was in a lot better shape. I've been much better shape. So it's not a farewell tour. And I spoke to the wife, and she said, "Oh my God, if you stayed about 2 months at home, I'd probably murder you."
So you heard it first. On The Metal Voice, Paul Diano says it's not a farewell tour.
We decided in the end, fuck it, I'm doing all these things that are great, but I actually want to be part of a band.
Right.
Where just me making the decisions, all of us do.
There was rumors you were going to get Battlezone back together as well at one point, and...
No, it's supposed to have been Killers, but the thing is, Cliff's a lazy bastard and he hasn't got anything together yet. and I can't sort of, I can't write for two lots at the minute, so we got the new band Architects of Chaos.
Okay.
With Z at the end of it. We're recording at the moment. We've done 4 tracks, and I've written the lyrics and that for about another 7. I'm just finishing off one at the moment called Murder Comes to Town.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a ballad, right?
Yeah, it is. It's so helpful. I've got the idea of the title. Now I'm trying to get the words to bloody fit to it now, because that's a bit weird. I don't normally work that way, but it all came to me in a flash. I've been watching all these bloody 48 hours and crap on TV recently. I thought, that's a great name for it. That's a great title.
Yeah, it is.
Murder Comes to Town. So anyway, copyrighted now, by the way, just in case.
Nobody else can use it.
So anyway, we thought now we'd have a bit of that. So we're just waiting for a budget to come through, and in between that, one manager decided he wants to retire, so I'm looking around for new management, which is the biggest pain in the arse I've ever had. So I've had my manager forever.
Yeah, is that... That's Lee Hart, right?
Yeah, me and Lee, Lee's a couple of years older than me, but we was actually born in the same bloody hospital in East London.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we've known each other all our lives, and Lee wants to take a break. I think I'll warn him out. So anyway, we got all that going on, so I'm putting feelers out to a few people. We've had some good people come back from like.
So any new potential manager, what has he got to know about Paul Diano beforehand?
Well, it's basically about the work. You know what I mean? There's no use signing a bloody, like a 2-year deal when you're sitting around on your arse doing nothing, twiddling your thumbs, got no tour in there. Because for me, it's all about live work.
Right.
Yeah.
I love playing live.
We recently spoke to Blaze, and Blaze said I asked Blaze, I go, Blaze, what's the nicest thing about Paul?
He's funny. He's a really funny guy to hang around. We share a very similar sense of humour and a similar level of experience.
Now I'm going to ask you the question. What's the nicest thing about Blaze?
Hey, I love him. He's fantastic, man. No, we get on really well, me and Blaze, and it's actually quite funny when we do these shows together because he's a good lad, Blaze. I tell you, he really is. He's a good lad, and his devotion to the fans is unbelievable.
It is.
It really is. He goes right out of his way. I mean, I try and do the best I can, but I'm an old bastard, so sometimes I like to sit down. I'm not diving in the audience, after the show. Bless you.
I got a question from Max, one of your fans, and he said, "Will you ever do a tour of North America with Blaze?"
Oh, I shouldn't think so. No. I mean, we're keeping it to Europe. You never know.
Yeah.
Here's another fan question from TJ. He said, "Have you ever performed The Prodigal Son live?" I mean, you're talking about from the Maiden days till today.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, a couple of times. Ruskin Arms. I think we've done it a few times. I can't remember. Blimey, that's going back in the depths of time.
Do you remember the lyrics? I mean, it's been a long time.
Not a chance. It's funny. It came to my mind about 2 months ago. So I just done about 8 dates in Greece and that over there. And there's a town called Lamia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, blimey, they brought back a few memories. You know what I mean? I'm going back to Greece again this weekend, or next weekend actually. Right, they're awesome. They are absolutely awesome. Because I was actually thinking about making my European base over there in Greece actually next year. I was thinking about Thessalonica.
Yeah. Actually, my parents are from around there. Here's another question from Jonathan. Do you have any pets?
Do you have any pets?
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's start with my wife's house rabbit. I can't stand things like that in the house. He don't poop on the floor, which is good. He does it in the tray like a cat, apparently. I've got 2 Staffy Terriers.
Okay.
Homer and Satan.
Oh, Homer and Satan.
How many kids do you have, Paul? Just curious.
7.
Seriously? You have 7 kids?
Yeah.
From different
Okay,
wives, right?
So what's a day in the life of Paul Diano? I mean, I don't see you the type of guy that's going to be peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the kids and taking them to school.
My normal day, get up, go over to the farm, see the dogs and all the rest of the rubbish and all that, check on that, and if it's a good day and I'm not actually working or writing songs and that, I do a bit of fishing, take the Harley out for a ride. That's about it, really. Take it easy. Watch lots of TV. For ideas and things like that. News channels going on, bloody all sorts of crap on TV. I watch everything just in case I can get some ideas for sort of lyrics and stuff like that.
Right.
Sure. Here's another question, Paul. You ready? From K-Man. If you had to pick one Maiden album that you were not on that you liked, which one would it be?
Oh, blimey.
That's assuming you still listen to the band.
I listen to it, that's right. No, I'll probably go Number of the Beast, actually, to be honest with you. Was there anything on that album that you maybe participated in, an idea, a melody that no one knows about? No, not at all. The thing is, well, it's getting close to that, and it's being written and that, but I never sort of actually got around to writing anything in it as well, so that was a bit weird, but it's a bloody great album, though.
Yeah. I hear your voice. Like, I think Steve was still hearing your voice when he was writing the Number of the Beast.
I think he was probably haunted him. Brought him out in hives.
Hey, speaking of that time period, Paul, you read about Metallica or Megadeth there, with the counseling and therapy, and Mustaine and his books as well. If they would have told me how bad I was, I would have cleaned up. Looking back at the time, if somebody would have taken a time out, and I know time was short, they were very busy, hectic schedule. And they said, Paul, you got to clean up your act. Let's go to therapy. Let's go to counseling.
It wasn't really about that. So I see everyone keeps going on about that. And apparently I don't like to tour. Fucking hell, that's got to be the understatement of the year, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a load of old bullshit going around. I'll tell you what it was. I was losing interest, to be honest with you, because Killers sounded nothing like the first Iron Maiden album.
Right.
Even though I got to write the song, like the track Killers and it. But that was the only import I was allowed to have. A little bit of political in there, and then it all sort of started getting a bit too poncy for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
It was like, it was, I absolutely hate the production on the first album. The songs are fantastic.
Right.
The second album, I don't think they were so good, to be honest. I mean, it's a matter of opinion. A lot of people like Killers better than Iron Maiden, but me personally, after Killers and that, bringing Martin Birch in for me, I don't know fucking know what this about. I come from punk.
Right.
I had one of these old, airy sort of, deep purple and stuff like that. I'm like, oh God. And I was cringing, to be honest with you. Done a good job, but it just didn't feel right for me, so I was sort of losing interest. So I had to find other ways of distracting myself.
I was kind of shocked. I mean, then after Killers, right, you came out with the album Diano, and I bought the album Diano when it came out. I bought it. In Canada, it was available. I bought it. And I got to tell you something. It was quite a shock. It's not a bad album. It's a progressive album. I call it a progressive album. But we were all kind of shocked in a sense because we were expecting, Killers Part 2, and we got, I don't know,
that's
Rush.
the whole reason why I did it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And it's okay. I mean,
I just got married for my first time, and I spent like about 3 months sitting on my arse on the beach in Antigua. And
it's a hard life.
I didn't really have. You get too laid back in that sort of situation. When I write songs now, I like to be right down in the dirt of Sao Paulo all the way. No, it's all about where you are, and sort of what influences me. But I deliberately set out to do an album which was nothing like what people expected.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the whole reason for it. And I'll tell you what, regardless of how good or bad people think it was, I had the first #1 album in Japan from a Western artist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. So there you go,
Hey, speaking about that period, I know it's it was a sad day for the metal community and the Maiden family when we lost Clive Burr. Would you like to say something? What he was like as a drummer?
For me, I've just done this in an interview the other day. I find it very, very difficult to talk about this because I've done loads and loads of the Clive Aid things, yeah. I've flown all the way from Brazil just to Paris to do 3 fucking songs one night. But it's for Clive, so, I would have done anything for him. He's a great mate of mine. Brilliant sense of humour. I still think he's the greatest heavy metal drummer in the world, bar none. I'm sorry to say that. Sorry about that, Nico and anybody else, but fuck you, I don't care. For me, it's always about Clive, and I'll dedicate Remember Tomorrow to Clive every night on stage. I have done for the last since he died.
Great.
And I couldn't make the funeral, and I've not had time to grieve over it. I'm not giving myself time to grieve over it, so I get really sort of choked up on stage sometimes. I wrote a small eulogy, a private one, which Mimi, Clive's wife, read out at the funeral because I couldn't make the funeral. I had to go back to Brazil. I just could not stop myself. I had to go. It was so important, and I felt terrible about that. So that's what made me feel even more guilty.
What's the best memory you had of Clive? Like one memory.
God. Clive wanted to take a bath. I wanted to take a shower, and he had a shower in his room, and I had a bath in mine. This is when he was Maiden and that. So what happened is, I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go and, you can use my shower in my room. And I said, well, I'll go in his room, and he goes, he said, hang on, mate. He said, I'll give him 5 minutes. He said, I just took the shit. Oh, God, all right then. So I was waiting. I thought, oh, that smells all going away. I thought, oh, fuck it, I better have a bath. Anyway, I opened all the windows and pulled the fucking shower curtain back. There's a big fucking log in the... Bastard. That's another one of his little...
Behind the scenes stories on the road with Paul Diano.
Remembering Clive Burr.
Wait for the book Part 2.
I'm coming out, mate. No, I think so.
Yeah, speaking of the...
I really miss him.
Speaking of the Beast, as a book, Jim and I both bought it. What was the reasoning behind that book? What was the message you were trying to get across in that book, Paul?
Don't be an idiot.
I tried to approach this delicately, but it's like, what? Man, if anybody puts him down...
My oldest son was so pleased when it came in. I got talked into it because most of the money was going to cancer charity, because otherwise I wouldn't have done it. And my little boy, my oldest boy, as I said, he's 29 now, but he went to this like sort of Virgins or HMV or something, and he's like, I'm looking for my, he was on the music books and everything. So I said, it's come out today. He said, I'm looking for my dad's book. It's like The Beast by Paul Diano. I said, oh, that's in the crime section. So there wasn't too much about music in there, was there? Drugs and drinking and girls.
Girls, yeah, a little bit about Shaggy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, those were the days. No, I don't do things like that anymore.
Are you going to write another book?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't think there's a need.
No, because my life's changed so much since then, I've settled down and, that doesn't mean that we don't go out and party every now and again, because we do.
What's your biggest regret? You've had a 30+ year history in rock and roll.
Incredible.
What's your biggest regret?
I never got to play Madison Square Garden.
Really?
Really?
Even with Maiden?
Yeah. No, I haven't really got many regrets, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I've fucked up along the way, but I think that's part of life's history, isn't it?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. And here's a question
Sounds so wise now.
This is the mellow side of the Beast.
What a twat.
Mellow Beast. I mean, your name Diano. Okay, a lot of people over the years they said it's your stepfather, it's your father.
Oh, it's my father. My father died before I was born. Actually, I never saw my dad. I only got a picture of him, the old black and white thing and that. But my mother married this bloke called Andrews, who I absolutely fucking detest, the bastard. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. You might see the violent side of me if I rip his fucking head off. He wasn't very nice to my mum and that. But you know, all my stepbrothers and sisters get on really well with. I love them. But when my mum married him, I was only about 9, you know, so I didn't change, you know, his name obviously changed then. I never changed it back to my dad's name properly. I haven't done it legally, which makes me a lazy bastard, really. But Diano is my dad's name.
Was he Italian?
Yeah, so was my mum.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bene. All right.
And okay, so let's get to the new DVD. They got working on a new DVD.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah.
What are we?
That was interesting actually, because the record company was supposed to be doing the Killers album with eventually. They decided they wanted to film a DVD of me in Poland, and you know, as I said, there's another one who used a Polish band for the first time, and they were absolutely fantastic guys. We started messing about and done about 7-8 shows over there or something, and it was a joy. Really good, because I love playing in Poland. Fans are absolutely awesome.
Yes, they are. They love metal.
Yeah, so we had a brilliant time. Anyway, so when we got to like filming, it all went off rather well. And it was so funny. We had like about 40, 50 guys at one side of the stage, and they were all shouting out, "All guns blazing!"
Really?
What the fuck? And I'm like, why are you doing this? And they said, "It's Judas Priest." And they went, no, we want you to sing it.
We want you to
They said, "Go on, do it." So I done the first verse for them, like Rob did it. And they went away very happy. I was pissing myself.
So there you go.
That's got to be a first.
Is this going to be on a CD as well?
Pardon?
Is it going to be DVD and a CD, or just a DVD?
It's just a DVD as far as I know. We've done 2 DVDs from Poland now. I've done The Beast in the East over there. Yeah, that was a good one. It's basically mostly the Maiden stuff and a couple of my songs in there. I think Beast of Rises is on there, Marshall Lockjaw, a few other bits, and then there's our version of Ramones Blitzkrieg Bop, which I always do at the end.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's all good. It's come out pretty well. I haven't actually heard it all the way through yet. I've seen a few bits and pieces.
So you're talking about a lot of your solo albums, and you know, I don't think you get the chance to play as many songs as you'd like with the.
We haven't. I'll be honest with you, because the reason why, as I said, about 5-6 years ago when I first started doing this Maiden thing, it wasn't on the anniversary. Maiden didn't do anything about it, and I said, "Oh, go on, I'll do it. I'll do like one quick sort of, you know, selected countries here and there and do it," and it sort of snowballed out of control. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" But it's like, it's getting really weird now, because like, you know, my own fans are coming up saying, "Oh fucking hell, you know, we love seeing you do it, but like that's enough. We want to hear your stuff." So I thought, this is it. Yeah. This is it. So we've got to sort of change the set around now. Well, once we get the new album out, and it's all done, as I said, it's a lot heavier, and it's, you know, it's actually really quite catchy heavy metal, this new stuff, so it's pretty good. So we're sort of having some of that, and we're probably slimmed down to about 4 Maiden songs. I think a few more on Maiden as well later on, you know.
Good.
So just to give it a whole new look and a whole new sort of shakedown, basically. You know, but we'll keep some of the classics. I remember Tomorrow's definitely being there all well.
Right.
Do you ever get tired of playing the Maiden songs? I know what the answer is going to be.
Oh God, yes. I'd be a liar if I said no. I mean, that'd be all. Well, there's certain days you're like, "Oh fucking hell, I've got to do this again on bollocks." You know, I'd rather be sitting there scratching the arse watching the telly. No, but there's certain days. But it's when you actually get up on stage, or how bad you feel. You see how much the fans love it, and it gives you a whole new life. You know, you get a boost. You know, it's like doing the biggest line of cocaine you've ever done in your life. You know what I mean? I don't do that anymore, thank God.
No, but it says so. You got to have a certain amount of pride when you're talking about 2 albums released, you know, back in the early '80s that people still want to hear. They want to hear every song. They want to hear you sing every song that you've ever recorded.
Yeah, well, I ain't going to get every song out of me, but they've had quite a few of them. And I'll tell you the nicest thing about that is it's your peers. You know, people like Metallica, Pantera, Sepultura, and that, all these guys I've known for years and years and years. And they all say like the first 2 Maiden albums are, you know, the best, which to me I love. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
And we spoke to John Gallagher, and we were talking about the Paul Di'Anno's Killers album, South American Assault.
On 42nd Street.
That's crap, mate. Don't talk about that.
Oh, we got a few minutes left. We might want to, you know. No.
I don't want to talk about that.
All right. Anyways, he says you owe him money. That's all we got.
You owe him some money for a taxi ride or something.
Fucking hell, he owes us money. He fucked up the bass about 4 times. I love John, mate. I haven't seen him for years, man. Me and Cliff was talking about that the other day, actually. I'd love to meet up with John again. I haven't seen him for such a long time.
So you got a tour coming up in Greece, right, in September, right?
Yeah, and then we got a Belgium festival as well, one of the 13th, and then there's a few more other shows coming up in Germany. Then there's Japan's coming up. Hopefully India again by the end of the year. We're not sure yet. We're still working on that one. It was a go. And then I had to change my passport. I couldn't fucking get it back in time to the embassy.
What about Canada? Are you coming to Canada?
But yeah, well, hopefully I want to get back to Canada because I like Canada a lot. I've got a lot of time over there because it's also like it's sort of like the best of England.
Yeah.
And some of the worst parts of America. But you got Tim Hortons.
That's
you
right.
Can't go to Canada without having a fucking maple donut, mate.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
The only Tim Hortons we've got anywhere near it in Europe is in Ireland.
Oh, really?
Southern Ireland, yeah. You got them in Dublin. I couldn't believe it. I found Tim Hortons in the Shell garage, like the gas station.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. That's about close you get Tim Hortons over there.
So you got a tour in Greece, and you're going to tour the rest of the world, and hopefully you'll come to Canada. You
A
got
new CD.
a new DVD.
Well, obviously, yeah. And we'll have a new CD out by the end of the year as well.
End of the year, okay.
Okay. So
Well,
DVD.
It's going to be at the end of the year or early next year, because as I said, we're still waiting for our budget to come through from the record company.
Okay.
We've done the 4 tracks on our own back, and we went over to the house and made a studio in Germany to do it. But yeah, you should check it out anyway. So go on Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/Architects of Chaos with a Z.
Oh.
Okay.
Right? And
Architect of
a
Chaos.
teaser on there called Rejected.
Paul, just a question. If there's an anniversary come up to, let's say, the founding of Maiden, I mean, they're working, on 40 years almost?
Something, yeah.
If they called you and said, look, Paul, come over, we'll do a big celebration to all the band members and to get everybody
Blaze.
together, Blaze will be there to do a few tunes, what would you say?
Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah.
Why not?
But it wouldn't be the same without Clive, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was always hoping they would do a Maiden Fest. They have Paul Di'Anno and Blaze starting the show, and then, Maiden comes on with Bruce. And it'd be a nice Maiden Fest touring across North America. It's my idea.
As long as a good chunk of money went to charity.
Of course.
I wouldn't mind that.
That's
That'd
it.
be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. My God, I've got to stop saying that because, as I said, I keep all the ticket prices down and I get different bands in different countries
Sure.
just to keep the prices low. And I'm fucking running out of money now, so I've got to start earning some again.
It was a true pleasure and honor to speak to you, Paul. Again, this is a lifelong dream come true for the both of us, I think, to speak to you. And all the best in the DVD, the CDs. We're looking forward to it. We want everybody out there to support Paul and go out there and buy the T-shirt, buy the CD, get out there, buy the tickets.
Buy the condoms. That's all good. Yeah, no worries, mate. All right, if you need anything else, give us a ring.